On the night of March 23, 2023, tragedy struck on the dark roads of Rafah, deep in the besieged Gaza Strip. A convoy of ambulances and emergency vehicles, clearly marked with distinctive symbols and flickering lights, moved through the night in response to civilian calls for help. But what should have been a mission of mercy turned into a scene of devastation. 15 humanitarian workers were killed that night, including 8 paramedics from the Palestinian Red Crescent, 6 members of Gaza's civil defense, and 1 staff member from UNRWA. For hours, teams trying to rescue their missing colleagues were fired upon, one after another, in an attack the United Nations later described as horrific. Days later, their bodies were found buried in what was termed by the UN as a mass grave. Accounts from the field paint a chilling picture. The Israeli military claims the convoy was mistaken for a threat, citing suspicious movement. They stated their forces fired upon what they believed to be terrorists, but footage later recovered paints a different story. It shows ambulances with their lights on, and personnel clearly identifiable as medical workers. The video transitions to a Red Crescent press conference.
Our teams were responding to cries for help under bombardment. This was not only an attack on our paramedics, but an attack on humanity itself. Medical personnel must not be targeted. Medical personnel must not be targeted.
When we found them, they were still wearing their uniforms, their gloves. This was a deliberate act against those who dedicate their lives to saving others.
The targeting of medical workers is a violation of international law, yet it has become a recurrent nightmare in Gaza. For those living under siege, even the hope carried by ambulances is not safe. Leaders from around the globe have joined calls for an independent investigation, yet the question remains, will justice ever come?
سامحونا يا شباب، يا أمي سامحيني لأني اخترت هذا الطريق، أن أساعد الناس.
In his final moments, Rafat and his colleagues stood firm in their mission of mercy. Their sacrifices underline a reality many wish to ignore, that even acts of compassion can be met with violence in a place where humanity itself feels forgotten. But their voices, their courage, and their stories will not be silenced. They are a reminder that the struggle for justice and dignity continues in every corner of Gaza.